Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, make sure you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button. Make sure to give the bell a few kisses so you're not missing any of these reactions, my vlogs about my mental health journey, celebrity interviews about theirs, or any of the other goodies we have been adding and will be adding to the channel pertaining to mental health. I have some really exciting things that I've been working on that I'm excited to share after the new year, so make sure to stay tuned. Today's reaction, I just want to be very crystal clear, is not a first time for me having heard this song. It's gonna be My December by Linkin Park, and all my OG crew knows that Linkin Park is a very big part of my story, of my healing journey, of my life, and this song in particular is very special to me because I listen to it every year, either right before or on Christmas, since my mom passed away in '07. And it's my way of coping with my emotions, with the things that come up during this time of year, just to validate myself and to validate that those are real and that I'm allowed to feel that. And I know that there's a lot of people here on the channel who are going to be feeling loneliness, sadness, those emotions during the holiday season as it is settling in, as we are days away. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, make sure you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button so you're not missing any of these reactions, my vlogs about my mental health journey, celebrity interviews about theirs, or any of the other goodies I have added and will be adding pertaining to mental health. I have some amazing things that I'm excited to be adding after the new year, so make sure to stay tuned. Today's reaction is not a first time hearing. I just want to be very crystal clear. I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to fool them. This is not the first time I've heard this song, but it's very special to me. It holds a very special place in my heart. I've listened to it every year, either just before Christmas or on Christmas Day since my mom passed in 2007. And that's honestly the only time I can listen to this song because it's just so heavy for me. It's so emotional. It's my way of validating the emotions that I feel during this time of year. And I know a lot of people struggle with loneliness, sadness, and different emotions like this during the holiday season. And since I'm getting validation from the song, I want to share that with you guys and hold space for you and allow you to feel those feelings. It's okay. You do not have to be joyous and jolly on Christmas. It's completely okay, or whatever holiday you celebrate. That is completely and utterly okay. Not everyone is going to feel that, and you're not obligated to, but I just want to share this with you guys, share this experience with you guys this year since I started doing this, and it's probably going to be a field trip. It's been a long year. A lot of stuff has happened. I've really faced some loss, and I really do miss my parents more this year than normal, just because of the miscarriage, because of the divorce, just because of some things that I've been going through. It's really hard. And even some of the good things, I want to be able to share that with them. So I'm really struggling this year, and I want to be able to be open and share those feelings with you. So obviously this is not a request from a Patreon, but I will make sure I link my Patreon below. You get amazing benefits, and that's the best way that you can support my mental health outreach projects, because every single dime of my Patreon goes toward those projects. And that is the best Christmas present I could ask for, is just love and support so that I can continue growing these projects and helping others. So I'm a little scared, but we're going to dive into this. My December by Linkin Park, and I'm reacting to a live version since there's no music video for it. So Project Revolution 2002, let's go. Oh God, I forgot my tissue. Oh God.
This is my December. This is my time of the year. This is my December. This is all so clear. This is my December. This is my snow-covered home. This is my December. This is me alone. I just wish
my parents. I being pregnant. I miss December in a literary sense often references death and endings, and sometimes those endings are figurative from isolation. And that was never lost on me. I've always been a writer. I've always been very attached to that. But December's also cold, and to me, especially this year, it just feels like winter has fallen on my heart. So, I mean, it's all that much more meaningful this year. But December's also close to the New Year's. It's close to a new beginning. And the snow-covered home that he refers to me represents the new normal. And that hits really hard this year because I'm trying to adjust to a new normal, with divorce and everything. And I try to convince myself every day that it's enough, that my home and the people that love me and my son's enough, but it's hard when you feel like there's a piece of your heart that's missing that you'll never get back. I mean, I feel like I'll never be a daughter again. I'll never have my parents again. I'll never have a daughter. And I'm just really struggling with that emptiness in my heart this year on December. And seeing Chester always gets me emotional too. So there's a lot here, guys. I love you.
This is my December. These are my snow-covered trees. This is me pretending. This is all I need. I just wish that I didn't feel like there was something like this. Take back all the things I said to make you feel like that. Just wish that I didn't feel like there was something like this. Take back all the things that I said, and I give it all away, just to have somewhere to go to. Give it all away, to have someone to come home to. This is my December. This is my time of the year. This is my December. This is all so clear. Give it all away, just to have somewhere to go to. Give it all away, to have someone to come home to.
Did I just see Chester's black nails? Anybody that's been here on the channel for a while knows that oh god, my mascara was not waterproof today. Sorry about that. There was a big issue a few years ago on my social media when I posted a picture of me and my son getting our nails done, and it was a color called Linkin Park After Dark, I believe, or something like that. It was something Linkin Park. It was by OPI, and he just really wanted to honor Chester and spend time with me in that way. So I agreed to go get a manicure with him, and I was accused of devil worship and all sorts of stuff, which just made me laugh. But I saw Chester's nails and thought of that, and that was a nice little smile from Chester there. But I know what it's like to know that you'd beg, you'd change anything about yourself, you'd apologize in any way you needed to, you give everything of yourself to feel the love and acceptance and Jesus, like how Chester had to feel that. I mean, this is personal on so many other levels, just because Chester felt that desperation for love and acceptance and connection and just an end to his pain, to feel that someone loved him because of his flaws, not despite them. And I mean, I say flaws just because it's the socially acceptable term, but I mean, I never saw those things as flaws. But I know what it's like when you would do anything to feel loved and accepted, to feel whole again. And you know what I love about Linkin Park is they can have this song that it's a topic of love and heartache, which how many songs are written about love and heartache, but it's not cliche. You know, they don't have a cliche approach to it. It's familiar, but it's chilling at the same time. And every band makes a ballad. I mean, that's just a thing you do when you're a band. I think it's some kind of rite of passage. But with Linkin Park, it's this warm embrace on a cold night, and that's why I really love, the thought of my December. I get goosebumps listening to this. There's just such a powerful harmonic core to it. I got goosebumps even when I first heard it, when it didn't have the same meaning to me as it does now. I always got goosebumps listening to it, and I was always chilled to the core, which is kind of ironic given the topic, but obviously the song is about, regret and remorse. He took someone for granted and lost them, and now is expressing remorse and wanting to take that back. I'm sorry to have cut in then, just before the song ended. I had never heard that particular live version before. Uh, but I know what it's like to have that regret of taking someone for granted, and I feel that way a lot, in regards to my divorce. I don't regret having made that choice, but I do regret that I feel like there were a lot of times that I took them for granted, and I feel like this is kind of gonna make people laugh, but my son all of the times quotes Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus, and I grew up watching that show, so um, that it's never too late to correct a mistake, and the results might not always be what we want, but I feel like it's rarely too late to go back and at least make peace, whether with yourself in regards to a situation, or make peace with that person, and maybe you will or won't get back with them. That's not the important thing. The important thing is you still have an opportunity to make peace with the situation to the best of your ability. Sometimes that's external, sometimes that's internal, but you can make peace with situations, and that is really hard. It's especially hard during the holidays when it kind of seems like the world is magnifying what you're missing. Like the world right now is magnifying that my parents aren't here for me to be able to sit around the tree with. My baby's not here for me to be able to surprise with Santa things, or whatever the case is. So thank you, for holding space for me here today and listening to the song. I really, like I said, just wanted to share the aching with Chester is so obvious. The aching of the song, the piercing of the notes is just so obvious to me, and it always was, even before I really knew the depth of his story, of the history of the song and the band. Uh, but yeah, winter's fallen on my heart right now during this time of listening to this song and just taking time to process through the emotions. I just want to reiterate, I am okay. I am safe. This is something, like I said, I do intentionally as a way of processing through the emotions that I'm having surrounding the holidays, and it actually makes the holidays a little more tolerable, enjoyable, just being able to process through that. So I'm glad that I could share that with you guys this year, and I hope that it offered validation to you that this time of year does not have to look like anything. It could be whatever you want or need it to be. And if you've lost someone and this is your first Christmas or first holiday without them, I know that that can be a big struggle. Please feel free to use the comment section to share your favorite memories with them. I'll actually go ahead and share a memory I had of my parents. That it was Christmas when I was younger, I was a teenager, and they had both gotten each other without knowing about it the same shirt. Like they were both really liked Western wear, so they had both gotten each other this Western shirt, like the exact same shirt. And on Christmas morning, I think my mom opened it first and just kind of gave me that look, and I went, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll deal with it in a minute." And then a couple minutes later, he opened the same one. It was just the cutest thing to know how in love they were and how in sync they were. But I'm a big NSYNC fan for anybody that missed that. But yeah, I will never stop missing my parents, my baby, Chester. It's rough. It's rough, but that's okay. It's human. And things aren't always meant to be easy. And I've learned to accept this time of year for what it is, a time of year. And like I said, December is close to the new year, it's close to a new beginning. So I'm excited to see what 2022 brings. I think that this is going to be a better year for all of us. I think that we're going to start healing from 2020 and 2021 and moving through that. So I'm excited to see what this year brings, and I'm excited to share that with you. Like always, please share your stories here in the comments. You could share a favorite memory of someone that might not be here with us anymore. You could share something about your mental health journey, but just talking about these things is how we shatter the stigma. Just by talking about it. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it. You never know who might need to see it. And I love you guys so, so, so much. Whatever this time of year means to you, I hope that you can find some peace and some joy. Mwah.